Yeah, let's go.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode. And today is going to be a busy day because I've got a lot of good news and a lot of not so good news to share with you guys. The good news is my beard is looking absolutely fantastic since I started growing it. Some more good news, I actually have some more parts to share with you guys that I'm going to be installing onto my car. So let's take a look and see what I have. One of the larger projects I've been working on is piecing together a new body kit. Now this isn't just any one piece, these are a bunch of pieces that I've put together, so hopefully it'll come out right. I've got a good idea on what type of look I'm going for, so I think this is going to come out really nice. You can see I've got a rear wing spoiler here, back windshield wing, also a front lip, the Ixion front lip, and two side skirts here. Now I'm going to be vinyl wrapping these with a nice satin vinyl all over the car, so I can't wait to get that done. I've got a nice project for that, set up for that too. I also have here some hood pins, and I'm going to be installing these because the hood latch on my car broke and I can't get it to work. There's a lot of slack on the cable, but I figure it's going to be a lot easier to just open up the hood with this. So I'm going to be installing in these hood pins onto my hood. So this is going to be a fun project too. And last but not least, I've got some air. Yes, we're going to be installing in some airbags. Look here, I've got one compressor, and I also have a 5-gallon tank right here. Now, if you follow my Instagram page, you'll see that I promoted this earlier. I've got a wire harness and I'm piecing this together. Now, this isn't airlift, this isn't AccuAir. I can't afford that right now, so I'm going to be piecing this together using some universal parts. I'm looking forward to installing this because I'm learning a lot. I'm watching a lot of other people doing this on YouTube. Guys like the kid Blaine out in West Coast, so shout out to Blaine and his YouTube channel. He's doing a fantastic job on his cars. So with all of these right here, these will be creating some nice projects for this guy right here. Unfortunately, I can't get to work on any of these new projects here because I've got to do some maintenance on the car. She's pulling a lot of codes and I got to take a look and see what they are. It seems like I might have something going on with the ABS module, hopefully not, or maybe something just like the wheel speed sensor. So hopefully it is just a wheel speed sensor, because if it is, they're relatively cheap and it should be a lot easier to fix. So probably going to need a wheel alignment done, most likely. Got to adjust the height on my struts to match. Right now they're a little uneven, so I need to fix that. She also needs the valves cleaned. So I've got some seafoam that I'm going to spray up into the intake valves and get that cleaned out. She's having some sounds that I'm not too happy with that I might need to take to the mechanic to take a look at. I also need to change the transmission fluid as well, so that's going to be a fun project. I also have some old parts that I need to take over to the recycling center too. Hopefully if I can get them exchanged for some newer parts that I need, I'll chance it. So like I've said, we got a lot to tackle today. Let's hop up out of my little ass Go Diego Go chair and let's get started.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard till you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping. I'm nasty, ain't nobody able to catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly, I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have, just to feel alive, I fight to live, I fight to survive, one day
Alright, so I'm here at the salvage yard, and due to the tight restrictions of the coronavirus and the COVID quarantine, I have to call the shop and let them know I'm out here and see if I could get someone to come out and take a look at my parts, if they'll be able to buy them. So let me get them on the phone.
Thank you for calling me. This is Dave.
How you doing, Dave? I actually parked outside you guys. I was told I need to give you guys a call if I wanted to speak to someone. I have some parts here. I'm looking to see if I can sell them to you guys.
Yeah, so your best bet is to go next door, East Brunswick Foreign Car.
Okay. Would you?
Right.
I looked
They do
on.
a lot of purchasing of parts.
Oh, okay. Well, another reason why I'm calling, because I looked on you guys' website and I'm interested in getting a bumper for a Hyundai Sonata year between 2011 and 2014, and I noticed you guys had one on the site. I was wondering if you guys might still have one available for a rear bumper.
What year is your Sonata?
Mine is a 2011.
Okay, so the only
Oh, okay. Looking like superficial damage or like holes and dents in it?
Dents for sure.
Dents.
The one
okay.
crease is you can see clearly on a picture.
Ah, okay. Yeah, if it was like superficial damage, I mean, I was probably just gonna wrap it anyway. But yeah, if it's got holes, and never mind then.
Right with them.
Great. Thanks a lot, Dave. Appreciate your help.
You got it, pal.
All right. So I have to check the shop next door. Like I said, if it's just superficial damage, I'm just gonna wrap it. Like scratches and stuff on the paint. Not a big deal. But if we're talking about dents and holes, then we can forget about it. I'll move on. Yeah, so this is another shop. They actually wouldn't buy my parts. Turns out that a lot of shops are not buying the parts. So I'm just gonna recycle them. I don't care. I don't need them anyway. They've been sitting in my garage for years, and I just wanted to get rid of them. So yeah, they're just gonna recycle them for me, which is the best thing to do instead of throwing them in the garbage. However, he did tell me that he did have a rear bumper for sale here for $100, so can't beat that. And according to the pictures here, it's brand spanking new, just about. No blemishes at all. So I'm gonna try to get this one, $100. All right, let's head back. So one done on the checklist, recycling some old auto parts. Next thing to do is to adjust my shocks because I'm getting severe knocks in my struts. So I need to adjust those, and hopefully it's not too bad, because this thing is knocking like crazy. Woo. Although the ride is a lot smoother though. I think I have an idea of what's happening. The springs need to be loaded more. So let's go home and take care of that. Tunnel blast again. Woo! All right, so now we're back home, and as I stated, I'm going to see if I can fix the bumpiness of this strut here. I got a feeling that the spring is not loaded correctly, so I'm going to reload the spring, adjust the height on both the driver and the passenger side, and see if that fixed the bumpiness. Also, I'm going to check the wheel speed sensor. Earlier I said the TPMS sensor. I meant to say the wheel speed sensor, but it could be two reasons that's causing the lights to light up on my dash here for the ABS, the traction control, and the tire pressure. It's not the tire pressure because the tire is not flat. I know I'm just pushing on it, but I already checked the gauge on these, the pressure on these, and they are not flat at all. So it's not the tire pressure. So it could be two things. It's not that it's a flat tire. It could be two things that's causing that ABS light to go off. The wheel speed sensor, which I'm going to take out and clean and see if that helps. Maybe there's some gunk on it that just needs to be removed. And if that's not it, if that doesn't fix the issue, then my next guess is probably the TPMS sensor that's right up in here. So that I can't do myself. I'm going to actually have to take that to a mechanic. So let's get this wheel off, remove the wheel speed sensor, clean that off, reinstall it, take a look at it again. Hopefully that solves the issue. If not, I'll do the same thing to the other side. Maybe it's that sensor that's causing the issue. Hopefully it is. So let's get started. By the way, guys, if you can see this drill bit here, it actually comes with a plastic cover to protect the rims. So the metal here won't scratch the inside of my rims, which I thought was kind of nifty. This plastic piece just slides right on top, or you can remove it, and this will protect scratches on the paint of your rims. So if you're ever interested, check this out. I got this over at Pep Boys, so thought it might be worth sharing with you guys. Now let's take a look at the driver's side wheel speed sensor, see if that's okay. Take it out, it's clipped right here for the brace that holds the brake line. Then I'm going to take out the sensor. Sensor's right there. Let's get the 10 millimeter. I'm not poking it with the screwdriver. I'm just trying to get behind it so I can pry it off. There we go. Just want to pry it just a little bit because it's plastic. I don't want to apply too much force on it. It'll break. There we go. Alright, and that doesn't look bad either, so I'm going to spray some more brake parts cleaner up in there. I think I have my glasses on. Hardly any rust in it at all, so it should be good. Put that back in there, nice and straight. Screw the bolt back on. These gloves are good, but sometimes they get in the way. And again, I'm just going to screw it on. I'm not going to do it tight, because it is a piece of plastic. I'm just going to screw it on so it's nice and snug. There we go. Now I'm going to screw the bracket onto the brake line bracket. And let's put the tire back on and check out the sensor. All right, tires are back on. Let's go for a ride and see if those sensors are still popping up. Chances are they are, but here's to hoping, right? And it looks like all three lights are still lit up. All right. Now, some of you might be wondering, how do you know it's the wheel speed sensor that's causing the issue with the ABS light? Well, some of the known issues for the ABS light going off are the wheel speed sensor. Unfortunately, I don't know which wheel speed sensor is causing the issue. I did some research online, and the common issue with the ABS light going off on the dash is the wheel speed sensor. It could be other things, but typically that's what the problem is. So another reason why I know it is the wheel speed sensor is because I got this trusty little module here. Now, since I have this means it's time for another product review. They didn't ask me to do this. I bought this with my own money right off of Amazon. This is strictly my take and my opinion and my experience on this. I think it's a pretty handy and nifty tool. If you just want to get some quick answers on what's going on with your car, I think this can definitely help you guys out too. Now, if you have used this, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you feel it's worth it. I just bought it. I paid about $60 for it on Amazon. So I think for 60 bucks for Onboard diagnostic tool, I think you can't beat it. Now, what FIXD is, this is a Onboard diagnostics module that plugs directly into the OBD port of your vehicle. And when I take this out, you can see it's pretty small. All it does is fit into the OBD port with these prongs, and you turn your car on, connection via Bluetooth right to your phone. You can download the free app from their website or from the App Store or the iPhone store. So once you connect to it, you turn your car on and you pull up the app, and it shows you exactly what some of the issues are with your car. Now, if you have the check engine light coming on, this is very useful, and it'll help give you answers as to why that check engine light's coming on. So that way you can either fix it yourself, or you can take it over to the mechanic to find out what's wrong so they can fix it. That way you know exactly what the problem is, and then you can take it to them, and then they'll fix the problem for you. I'm going to take this, I'm going to plug this directly underneath the dashboard into the OBD2 port. Plug that in. There it is right there. Turn the car on. There's my Christmas tree lighting up. Now it's actually showing the check engine light is on, which wasn't on before. After I cleaned the two wheel speed sensors from the driver and the passenger side, I took it for a test drive just to see if the lights would turn off. They did not turn off, and in fact, the check engine light came on. Activate the app on my phone, let it run its diagnostics so we can see what exactly is going on with these lights here? Here's the FIXD app. And I already have it connected, so I set up my account already online. Oh, FIXD is acting to turn on Bluetooth. Okay, so I gotta activate the Bluetooth on my phone. Alright, now I hit the gear, now it's searching. And what it's doing now is searching for the module. Alright, so now it's connected to the Bluetooth on my phone. And it's scanning my car now. And let's see if it pops up any onboard diagnostics. Okay, and we can see right here, it detected problems. Vehicle speed sensor, boom. It gives you the rate of damage on how serious the problem is. Right now we're at a minor driving impact. Alright, it says it's not likely going to cause major damage, but you do still need to get it checked out. Now right here, this FIXD module does tell me that the vehicle speed sensor is malfunctioning. And I have a hunch it is my right wheel speed sensor. I'm going to take a look at that. And if you click on more information, it gives you the error code, so you can Google the error code right here, P2159. It gives you a simple description, vehicle speed sensor, consequences, loss of ABS, speedometer may not read correctly, or loss of cruise control, which, you know, you don't want your speedometer acting up while you're driving, and you don't want to lose any of the ABS either. Now, I have the free account. They do have a premium account, which I believe you pay $69. I think you pay about $70 a month, and you're able to get more premium features. But I'm not going to do that. Down here, you can actually call FIXD Auto Advisor or schedule service. Here it says find a mechanic and clear engine light. And this right here I think is a nifty feature, because it'll clear the engine light from your dashboard. Now, it doesn't mean to fix the problem, because if you're driving around and you never fix the problem, the engine light might come back on, which means you definitely need to take it to a mechanic. Take a look. We've got some more options here. I'm going to click on issue forecast. Okay, so here's the premium FIXD. Yeah, it says down here, try for 1 week, then $69.99 per year. Okay, so $70 for the year, not for the month. Also, you can connect to more than one car. Right now I have my car. If you have multiple sensors, you can plug them up and connect to all of them using the app. Here you can call a FIXD Auto Advisor. You can shop for parts, find out where some parts are that you need. You can find a mechanic, and it has a logbook. Now here's the indicator library. Some of the normal ones, this is the library, what it can search for. So if you have any of these lights popping up on your dash, this will be able to detect that. Some of them are pretty common. Tire pressure means you have a low tire pressure, even all the way down to you're out of windshield washing fluid. If you click on each one of them, you'll see a pop-up that gives you more detailed descriptions. So I feel that this FIXD module is a good way to put all the problems in plain English. So you're not just given a bunch of codes that you need to figure out what they are. It gives you a explanation on what the code means and some recommendations on how to get it done, on how to get it fixed. You can also view some active recalls. Now if you click that, this will pull up the VIN number of your car, and you could Google that and see if there are any recalls. Alright, here's the log. At first I had no problems detected because I didn't connect this through Bluetooth properly, but now I do have it connected, and it did detect that the vehicle speed sensor is malfunctioning. This also gives you a timeline based on how much mileage you have on the car. It gives you a bulletless description on what should have been done to service the car. So at 30,000, you need to have replaced the air filter, replaced the cabin air filter, flush and replace the coolant, and check level manual transmission fluid, which I actually haven't done that in quite a while. I am all the way down in the, I'm not at 58,000 yet. I'm still at 154. Now at 158,000, I need to replace the fuel filter, which is going to be fun. So I need to replace the air filter, the coolant, cabin air filter, and check the level of the transmission fluid, which I'm going to do that as well, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I'll do that in another one. All right, some of the wear items: battery, tire tread, wipers, oil. You can put in the dates on when you had that done, and it'll calculate how long you need to drive and how much longer you need to go before you need to update those as well. Live data, it gives you, well, I'm not going to click on premium because, again, I don't have the premium feature. You can pay $70 for the year, or you can pay monthly. And if you do a $70 for the year, it gives you a discounted rate at $5.83 a month. Or you could do a month by month and pay $8.99, $9 for it. It looks like you can add in different gauges that you want to control. Trip mode, okay, here's the trip. It says I'm going 4 miles an hour, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sitting in my driveway. And fighter pilot mode. What's that? Oh, look at that, pretty cool. Oh, gives you all the gauges, but as if you're in a fighter jet. That's pretty cool. I'll have to test this out one day. If you guys want to check this out, go ahead on Amazon. This is where I got it from. Again, this is just my take on it. I think it's pretty helpful. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to keep using it. And I think in the long run, this will help me to run better diagnostics on my car, so I'll know exactly what to fix next time. FIXD app doesn't tell me exactly which speed sensor is malfunctioning. It just pulls up the code and gives me an explanation of the code. I'm going to take my voltmeter and touch it up to the prongs, to the electrical prongs of the speed sensor, and test it and see if there's any voltage coming out of there. If there is voltage coming out, then that means it's fine. If there isn't any voltage coming out, then it definitely is the problem, and I could just replace the speed sensor. So I'm gonna go ahead and test that out right now. All right, so I couldn't show you guys the testing of my voltmeter to see if I was getting a measuring on the wheeled speed sensors. However, well, that's because I couldn't figure out how to actually show you the connections between the positive and negative on my meter here, and have the camera pointed in a way where you guys can see. So that was a pain in the butt to do, but I did the testing and I wasn't able to get any readings at all from either the sensors, driver side or the passenger side. However, I was able to get a measurement from the connector that goes to the transmission right here to the main connection. Let me see if I can get that off. All right. So this connector that goes right into the engine, I was able to get get a reading on my voltmeter from this guy right here. So it doesn't seem like that there's a connection issue or voltage issue going from this butt end of the connector into the engine, but I was not getting any readings from this connector that goes to the speed sensor. So I'm going to replace the driver side and the passenger side. Good thing is I finally got these in the mail, and these are the brand new connectors. I got one here for the driver side, another one for the passenger side. So I'm going to install these. Hopefully this will work. Give me a few minutes, start up my car and see if I'm still getting that sensor reading, the ABS light on the dash. I hope not, because if it is, I don't know what else to do. I checked the fuse and there was nothing wrong with the fuse. So yeah, hopefully, cross my fingers, hopefully this will do the trick.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, yeah, you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping. I'm nasty, ain't nobody able to catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive, one day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand, I got a plan, I'm the man, now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me. I'm ready, looking at my hand and it's steady, I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending, now I'm spreading and getting my name out now, yeah, they hearing me laugh, all the crowds repping the sound, I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year.
Alright, that's the driver's side. Alright, you guys, both new sensors are installed, so now here's the moment of truth. Hopefully when I turn this key on, the ABS light and traction control light will disappear. Otherwise, I'm f***ed. And the ABS and traction control light went off. Alright, fantastic. Tire pressure light is blinking, but I'll have to see what's going on with that. But it looks like I did fix the ABS and traction control light, so that went off. So I'm really happy to see that. So it looked like the wheel speed sensors were the issue. I don't know exactly which one. It could have been the driver one, it could have been the passenger one, but just to be on the safe side, I decided to change both of them. But it looks like this is going to work. I've got some minor updates to do, and I think I can call this project a wrap. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with it. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And now I'll be able to move on to the next project. So like I always say, be true to yourself. And if this is your first time watching these videos, I hope you find them helpful. If you like them, please give them a like and please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a great deal. I'm trying to get up to at least 1,000 subscribers. So if I can reach the 1,000 mark, that would be really cool. So thanks again for watching. I hope you find this content helpful. And as always, be true to yourself, love what you do, and do what you love. I'll catch you guys in the next one.